So they let Iowa stay in the game. Iowa hung around. They hit big shots when they could. They kept with their game, and they're fine. So I got you guys. We're good.
So don't get me wrong, but isn't that how Iowa always plays?
Which way? This is where I'm going to disagree with you, though, Serge. Iowa, and credit Rosso and Randazzo and Vasco and Kakert, everybody, for saying exactly the way they thought Cincinnati was going to play. They said Cincinnati is going to play offense like Wisconsin. They're going to play defense like Illinois. Now, Wisconsin plays a very slow offense, so they were kind of saying that there's a hint. It's a back-headed type of compliment. Illinois doesn't play defense against them. Iowa was the one that was going to set the tempo. And actually, I think Cincinnati actually answered and came back down. Some of those threes that they're wide open in the first half that they were hitting, and some of the shots, the step backs. I mean, obviously I'm not well versed in basketball, but now all of a sudden we're seeing step backs, and we have to do it like, James Harden's type of step back thing. It was more of a. I say the first half was about turnovers and about managing your team. Fran relies on the television timeout, not when you're when you're down 15 points. I think 13 was the highest lead by Cincinnati, and they never called a timeout. He just relies on that. Meanwhile, Cincinnati's coach, who looks exactly like the doppelganger for Seton Hall's coach, if Iowa went on a 4-0 run, they'd call a timeout. So the second half is just incredible. Yes, it's a tale of two halves, but, 48-36. Wieskamp was amazing. For that kid to do yesterday with media and sit there and say, it's just another game, and everyone kind of, shrug their shoulders and be like, look at this, 19-year-old. He just calls another game. But he goes out there and he just goes off for 19 points, as an assist, as a steal, 5 rebounds. He's 4 for 6 from three-point line. The kid is 19. He's a true freshman. He's not their leading scorer. Garza was, and Garza was incredible this entire game. 55, tell me you didn't cringe every once in a while when he was shooting a three-pointer. But he was 2 for 3 from three-point line. The second half was completely different. And I think we're all sitting at the table. We're all Iowa fans. And it was kind of like you were waiting for Cincinnati to come back in it, right?
Yeah. Yep. I was waiting for Cincinnati to come back in it. The pace of the game really picked up. I really got excited about that. That's, I think, what everybody's looking for. But, obviously that's what they're there for. Playing the game, being in the tournament, just leaving it all out there and letting it go.
That is, for every time Iowa walked into, and we've goofed around about it, Iowa walks into a Big Ten game on the road, and we say it's hard to win on a Big Ten game. That was obviously in Columbus, Ohio, playing Cincinnati. That was a road game with, Rosso, and I joked around about it. Our boy Rosso said, looking by the crowd that's in line, this is definitely a Cincinnati crowd. What do you think? They're in Ohio. Good for them. It's now, I think we're just going to cheer for Colgate to beat Tennessee, or as T-Roy likes to say, Crest.
What happened to if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best?
I'm fine with that
cheer
too.
For Colgate.
Oh,
but
come on.
yeah, I'm fine with this. I had Iowa winning this game.
You want Tennessee.
I think I had Iowa too.
I believe you did.
You want to beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
You want Colgate.
Well,
come on.
No.
I don't know. I'm not I'd rather have Colgate win, or Colgate, yeah, so that Iowa can play Colgate, so that we can for sure beat them.
Yeah,
right?
That's for sure. Nothing's for sure though in the NCAA tournament.
That's what I'm arguing right now. Is you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So beat Tennessee.
Well,
show everybody who you are.
It doesn't matter because obviously they're not the best if they don't move on, right? Besides the numbers, those numbers, the stats.
So we've got...
It's called high-risk behavior, Tiffany.
I know.
We've got Tiffany.
I am
playing against
behavior.
Playing against that number 2 team, that's high-risk behavior. I don't think you want that.
We've got Tiffany from our Financial Fitness Friday here. Tiffany, do you remember your picks from Monday? How'd you do first round?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
T-Roy kept mine.
I know. We hung them all up.
Oh, yes.
Who?
T-Roy.
Part-time?
I'm happy to take his place.
All right.
Atta girl.
Although I can't do the talk like T-Roy can.
Yeah.
You can't replace that.
Oh, you're fine. You got it. You're way better than you think.
I know.
We had people asking about you yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They said, "Where's Tiffany?"
Where's that blonde
So
chick?
where's the financial
stumbles?
chick?
So, your son, did he fill out a bracket?
God damn it, no.
Whoa.
So, can I say that on there?
Sure you can. We're not on FCC.
okay.
Yeah, we're just
You
on
know,
Facebook
I
Live.
wanted to, but my printer doesn't work at home.
Yeah.
And so I didn't, and I asked him, I was like, Landon, do you want to fill out a bracket? He's like, what's that, Mom? I was like, okay, well, I guess it's not that important if he doesn't know. Had I had a printer, I would have. For sure.
Yeah.
And he would have totally known the stats, because he knows all the stats.
So he doesn't do one at school or anything like that?
No, he's in 3rd grade. They
My
don't.
daughter's in 3rd grade. She filled out one.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did your daughter go to school?
She goes to Paul Norton.
Well, we live in PV land.
No, don't give me that. Well, I've been making my
Maybe
daughter
the
fill one out
teacher.
since like 1st grade or whatever.
His teacher is only like 27.
All right,
maybe?
this is a good question, and I know we'll get back to Iowa. Did you have teachers in high school or middle school that showed the first and second round during
Yes.
class?
Yeah.
Yes.
I never did.
I did.
McVeigh was
I
always,
did, and I
like,
was a
cool
teacher
with it.
that did that, so that
You were?
definitely
That's super cool.
that definitely makes me one of the cool teachers. Yeah, of
Well,
course I
yes.
had that on.
Of course you did, and I did too. And then my dad, being a teacher and coach, he did the same stuff too.
I never
Like,
had that stuff.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
in college, even in Iowa, I never had that
No,
stuff.
I expected more in high school than college.
Yeah, college you just kind of be like,
I'll
can we
skip
get
that.
out of here? College not so much, but yeah, high school I always had it on. I even had to get out the rabbit ears a couple times.
The what now?
Yeah,
The
you know the
rabbit
rabbit
ears
ears.
to
Yeah,
get it
plug
to
in.
come
With
Yeah,
the snow?
yeah.
When it's snowing?
So, I mean, what'd you think, Serge? I mean, you were basically on.
I'm very impressed
Yeah.
with Iowa. They stuck to their game plan. It worked.
How do you know what their game plan is?
Watch them all season.
Okay.
pretty simple.
Thanks.
their game plan pretty much was to press it up there and
Yeah.
move as much as they can, because when they say like
And
Illinois
and
is they play deep- yeah.
Cincinnati, they
Doesn't Cincinnati know their game plan too?
should have. Cincinnati stuck in their own game and they blew it. Cincinnati could have easily won this game had they made a few adjustments and pushed the ball up the court. They did not. They made poor shot selections. So you talk about high risk behavior. They made low shot
That's a nice
potential.
segue.
Like
Yeah.
they took awful shots. If they would have worked the ball inside and made better shot selections, Cincinnati would have won it. But that's fine. Good for Iowa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go us.
Iowa overall shot 54% overall, and then 50% from the three.
Yeah.
Cincinnati was 43% and 22 from the three.
It
That's
just
what I'm
shows
saying. It-
strategically.
Big time.
The
Big
first half,
difference.
you can look at numbers and you would think that Cincinnati, numbers-wise, even the first half, because obviously they were leading 36-31, they weren't shooting better from the three-point line than them. It was turnovers. I think actually in the first half, and I could be mistaken, but I think it was like 11-6 turnovers in the first half. And that's what it was. I mean, Cook was dribbling off his leg, all kinds of different things, but
Cook did not have a good game,
no, not at all. But
but Bohannon did.
Who-
Wieskamp did.
so if we're gonna write the narrative, and I don't know, someone out there on the Facebook the Vans Facebook Pizza Pub and Grill comment line can tell us who gets credit for the change at halftime. Are we gonna give Fran credit for this? Are we gonna?
No.
Then who? There was a huge change at halftime here, Serge. I mean,
Wieskamp and Bohannon. That's who won that game.
Well, don't you think they went in the locker room and did like
Garza too,
a hoo-hoo?
Yeah, okay.
like,
but
hurrah?
J-Bo took some shots.
Bohannon.
And,
Bohannon won that game. Wieskamp, great game. Garza, good game.
But they're a team.
yeah, I know, but
Oh, did Fran really rally the troops there and get them going
it's
at
a
halftime?
question.
Yeah, it's a tale of two halves, Jay.
It
I've
completely
heard.
is.
Oh my God.
He's a different type of motivator. I think those guys just went out to play their game. I mean, did it. Like,
We can do all the cliches, but it really was. Like, I don't know.
Phil does a good job, but he didn't win that game.
Something. There had to be something between.
It's not
it
if
to
it
limit.
wasn't for Coach Fran, we wouldn't have won this game. No, if it wasn't for the way they played and the shots that they took, the shots that they made, the adjustments that they made, yeah, that's what won the game.
No, I agree, but I just somebody in that locker room had to step up and say something. That's all.
Maybe it was one of the players.
That's what I were asking there, Tiffany.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it was one of the players. Like, come on, guys, let's go. We
maybe
can't lose
Tyler
the first
Cook
time
just said
around.
like, "Hey, I'm gonna be the rah-rah guy and not be the."
Sorry,
B number guy."
guys. Sorry about that first half.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was 1 for 6.
I don't know, Fran's I'm sure his halftime probably wouldn't be as much as I'd like it to be motivational, but it was. I mean, they were down 13. They went on a huge run.
Yep.
Like,
But that's what I was saying is they stuck with their game plan. They didn't make crazy adjustments. They didn't start throwing up junk. They just stuck with it, stuck with their offense, stuck with their defense, and
they looked so bad in the first half that's what I keep saying, going back to the statistics, that you forget about that Cincinnati really wasn't that good statistically either.
no, they
and
were
then
worse.
Going into halftime, my friend is here, Tim, and I said, what would you like to see them going down at halftime? And it was so bad that he's like, 10. I'm like, 10? You want to be down 10 going in halftime? I mean, I'm saying like 5-4? He's like, 10. That's how bad he thought it was with about 2 minutes left. That the way I was playing. Now, they went in under that. They went in 5, and they cut the lead right away right after you said that. So maybe we had something to do with it. Maybe it wasn't Fran. But, and then they came out, and, I mean, Garza looked good. Obviously, he led the team in scoring. Weezy does it. Wish T-Roy was here to give the rap.
T-Ray the rapper?
Yeah, T-Roy the rapper.
49 cents.
And J-Bo, again, did more things. Like, you would think, like, his big shots, like, beyond the arc, but he had a couple drives to the lane that were just as big as anything else. It's a huge win. It's the first win for everybody on that Iowa roster, except for Nicholas Bear. First NCAA game.
So
Except for
Garza
Nicholas
leads all scorers with 20.
Bear. Yeah, and Wieskamp had 19. Yeah.
Hey, it's just getting started. It's like momentum, right?
It's madness, right, Tiffany?
Yes, it's just madness, crazy madness.
March Madness.
It's complete madness.
Do you want to take?
I think it's making you guys mad. is what
No,
it's
no,
doing.
no,
getting
no,
mad?
no.
I'm just joking.
It's,
Are
it's,
you going
it's,
mad?
Oh, no, I don't care.
no, but when you have an immediate reaction, I mean, it's immediate
Yeah.
reaction. You
Yeah.
do the podcast.
Right.
We're here. We're still doing a show. Let's talk about yesterday. Brian Stocking
Walford.
looks good, right? My favorite, though, and I think everyone's favorite right now, is Murray State.
Why do you say it's everyone's favorite? I think a lot of people called that.
12-5.
Okay.
I do agree with that. 100%.
said
I agree
a
with
12 always beats a 5,
Yes.
and it's become more. Most 12s beat 5s. I have a hard time.
that. Oh my goodness!
I have a hard time picking the 5.
Madness.
What are you doing here?
Who is that?
It's
madness.
Coach Buddy.
Coach Buddy?
Yeah.
It's madness.
I don't know Coach
Tiffany,
Buddy.
you're getting bumped soon.
I'll get bumped. I'm fine. Get out of here. Why is it that big of a surprise? We all called it.
Yeah, I know, 12-5. And I did say
Okay.
that earlier, too.
But what I will say is the big deal is this kid that's on this Murray State team.
John
Ja.
Moran.
Okay? But the idiots. Okay, I'll go ahead and call out every other sports announcer, caster, analyst, whatever. Chill the bleep out. Chill out. It's day 1 of the tournament. Now it's day 2. Day 1 just ended. Chill out on, is he a better draft pick than Zion?
No.
Chill out. He had a triple-double. Great against Marquette. Fantastic. You're a good team. You got a 12 seed. You have an amazing player. He is a top 5 draft pick.
Yeah.
All day, hands down for the
He's
NBA.
the first.
All day long.
is he
This
he-
kid
he-
is going to be amazing.
He's the first triple-double since 2013.
2012.
In 2012 in the NCAA
Sorry.
tournament.
I don't know why I know that. Okay? It's
Just
okay.
a random number.
He is the eighth. He's the 8th player to have a triple double in the NCAA tournament first one to have it in the past 7 years. Great. He is fantastic. Any NBA team will be lucky to have this kid. But for them to be better, do you remember the Zion kid I was telling you about?
I remember.
Okay, Zion is a freak of nature. He's a beast. He is the number 1 draft pick of all
Isn't
time.
that awesome?
He is. This guy has a triple-double, has one phenomenal game in the tournament. They're saying, is he now the number 1 draft pick? No, he's not. Relax. Everyone's just like, they have nothing better to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's just
Jay,
all
that's what
chatter.
I said. Everyone was saying, like all these analysts are saying, is he now better draft pick
No.
than Zion?
No.
No.
He's fun to watch, period. It's
He's fun to watch. He's,
March Madness fun to watch.
any team will be lucky to have him.
Yeah.
If the Bulls get him at the 4 or 5 pick,
You'd love it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm excited about that. He had the 8th triple-double, I believe, of all time in NCAA history. The first one since 2012. The kid's awesome.
There
But
you go.
Zion is box office. That's a quote from Stephen A. Smith, and I hate Stephen A. Smith. I can't stand listening to him, but I could not agree more with him today. Zion is box office. This kid's going to be good. That's the difference. There's my rant.
No, it's fine. I have to give. When we had Stocking on last week about Wilford, and we went through Terrier, not a Terrier. I have to make an announcement that I did not know that Fletcher McGee was white. So with a name like that, I should have.
Oh, come
But,
on, don't. Oh, my gosh, really?
Now he holds the record for the most 3-pointers in NCAA history. But
Not that I would, at least you knew that. You admitted it.
what?
Nothing.
But you knew Fletcher McGee was.
Well,
Well,
she's
I'm
just
just
glad that
saying.
you admitted it.
Yeah.
You probably came up and said, hey.
Just because his name
kinda
wasn't
thought-
Fletcher.
I don't know.
Just
Fletcher
not.
McGee kind of seemed like a flashy guy who was.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Just like Tiffany. You've probably heard of. I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see how am I doing now on our tournament challenge ESPN bracket. Because I feel good now with the Iowa win, but I think we might have some internet issues here.
I don't know. Who owns the bar?
Let's get on them.
Anyway, how was what? You got anything fun for
Yes.
financial planning?
Okay, so I'm looking at my phone just so y'all know.
Okay.
If I'm looking down. So financial madness. Know your number.
Oh,
Financial madness?
look at you.
Everybody's
Go with the
doing that.
theme.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
Go with the theme.
So we go through life, right? And then there's the rookies.
do.
Never make it
There's
out
the
live.
seasoned players. There's the there's the
rookies, the
professionals.
seasoned players, and the professionals. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And then there's the
Um,
coaches like yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
I'm coaches like myself who know everything.
There you
so,
go.
Okay, so the rookies, and I would define financial madness. Rookies are the young adults, right?
Like
in your
myself.
Yeah, there you go,
yes.
yeah.
In your 20s, you're just
barely.
learning how to build a budget. You're learning about how to take money out of this paycheck to that paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting your long-term savings plan, and a lot of rookies don't know how to save money. They don't even know how to sign up for their 401k, let alone pay their bills.
All right.
Then there's the starters. The starters are young families. Starters should be doing their college and retirement savings. College is huge. Some people don't do that. Life insurance. The stats to know is that there's a big risk if you don't have your life insurance in your retirement, because as you go on, like I showed in that compound interest,
Yes.
it wears on you. Like if you start when you're 50, you might not retire ever.
All right.
All right, varsity, that's in your prime. These are the seasoned players. They're primed, that's when they make the most money. So you should be making the most out of your investment strategies, your retirement planning. You might need to get some help because some people don't get any help, so they just put things here, put things there, and they don't know how taxes affect their life, and that will affect your life. Like right now, we're in the all-time lowest tax bracket in history. And they need to make sure not only diversification of your assets, but diversification of your taxes. Tax diversification. All right, so that is financial madness.
I like how you put that together, though, with the, your rookie, everything.
Yeah.
Rookie, starter, varsity.
Sometimes you need a coach.
Yeah, you need a coach.
Yeah, because there's statistics. There's statistics just like in basketball. There's those in investing and finances in general.
So now that we made you on Monday put together the bracket, how much are you watching this outside of because you didn't get the son to do it.
Okay, you know that I don't lie at all.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, because that's what we want out of our financial planner.
Gosh darn it! I haven't watched crap till I got.
Oh, okay. But you were excited. But you got the Iowa scarf on.
Yeah. And I have Iowa shirts, but they're all dirty laundry. So, So here I am with just a scarf. But if someone else is watching it, I was actually working. And then I got your text like, we're going live, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shoot, I better get ready.
I don't know who works on this day.
Oh yeah, some people do.
What?
Who works on this day? Especially when Iowa plays. Who works on this day?
Me?
Dorks.
Yeah, I mean,
like me?
we're all working.
T-Roy's working from home today.
Jay Money's working.
I was working from home.
Jay Money's working?
Oh, yeah, he's
Is he in the
working
Beat Lab?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
4 monitors, Xbox, NCAA.
No.
He's ready.
It's nice. You can concentrate when you're working at home.
I mean, sue me if this is work, Jay, but I'm okay with it.
But I'm working, yeah. We're all working up. This is
Working up a thirst.
no good crowd here, pints, everyone had a good time coming here. Like it's
Do they get a discount on their beer?
there was a PDF that you could download that you could get a free beer.
Really?
Yeah, it was a get out excuse work card.
That's financial madness right there.
That is financial madness. What bothers me, though, financial coach, is that you didn't look at our Facebook post and you didn't share it and know that I put that out there.
Well, you know what? I will right now.
Well, no, it's too late. The game's over.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's just during the game?
You can still do it. Don't listen to
Yeah, it
him.
was just during the game.
Don't let him yell at you.
Okay.
I will tell you, I was upset about Belmont not beating Maryland because I called that.
Close game.
Real close.
Auburn.
Auburn was
Squeaked it out.
Close game. What's the other one? Oh,
Hey,
LSU Yale.
LSU Yale.
Yeah.
We were live yesterday, fans, for that. Yeah.
They came back for that one.
Hey, want to know what you and I are both right on?
What?
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
That's right. Oh, and the spread. too.
Smackdown.
Oh, I told you. Yeah.
Smackdown.
God, we haven't done the house.
The
we gotta
biggest-
Make sure we do that back on
The
Monday.
biggest 4-13 margin of victory.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That was a no-brainer.
For a 4-13.
Yeah.
They beat him by, 34 points?
Yes.
Off the top of my head?
Just off the top of my head, yeah.
There were some other pretty big murder jobs, too. The 1-16s, the 15-2s were all pretty bad.
So, we got the NCAA's going on here.
It's going to be bad again today, too.
Yes.
The
You think so?
15-2s and the 1-16s?
Yeah.
Bad.
We got the NCAA's going on. Iowa took a little bump here and there. The Bull Marinelli lost. Crazy weekend that I got going on. I got like 2 fantasy baseball drafts. One, I'm going to have to miss half of it
Why?
because my daughter has a softball tournament in
hard?
Monticello.
Hey, how about Oklahoma?
Hey, what?
Yeah, I picked Oklahoma.
Ole Miss?
Yeah, you got to take Lon Kruger's team over Ole
I
Miss.
just shared your stuff, just so you know.
You finally did for a gift certificate that you for a free beer. that you can no longer use.
23-point upset from a 9-8.
Yes, but we like Lon Kruger, Illinois to Atlanta.
I picked Oklahoma too.
Yeah.
But still, that's
Oklahoma. I
yeah.
think I did too.
Yeah,
I'll check your bracket back.
Our
to
friend
see.
Dana,
Mine's
friend of
there,
the
too.
show, she had Ole Miss going pretty far.
Yeah, she did.
No,
didn't
Dana.
she?
Yeah.
Her bracket's screwed.
What about your bracket there, Marvin? Stop being so quiet.
Well, but I'm taking it all in.
You take
This
it
is
all.
my first year getting to hear this talking
First year,
shop
March
and,
Madness, yeah.
and just getting up to speed.
UC Irvine, K-State tied at half.
Wow. Who was big on UC Irvine? Oh, Rothie was. Rothie was big on UC
He
Irvine.
was, yeah. That's
So.
his team.
All right. Well, again, this is a short show. It's immediate reactions.
So does this change? Like, are we still like in the
What?
the final two? I mean, are they still going to be the same?
What are you talking
Like
about?
Duke versus, like I said, Duke versus.
Well, Duke has to win and UNT has to win. Or who do you have in the final?
Duke.
Yeah, they still have to win.
I think versus like whoever beat Iowa and that other one is who I have. 'Cause I said-
No, it's not.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, not
I
even
can't
not
remember.
even close.
See, I'm
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad you're honest, but yeah, no, we're gonna get to it. It goes on for a couple weekends, Tiffany.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So after this weekend, then they take a break and
But
then
it's
starts
only
next
March.
Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
Madness.
It's March Madness. Yeah.
Does
goes
it
all
go
the
into April?
It does. Yeah.
The madness
till
starts in
April
March.
7th, I believe. Yeah.
Well, then
big
they should have started it earlier.
No, I think they're okay with it.
Okay.
We out?
That works out. Yeah. Huh?
We calling it?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
We're good.
We're here in the middle of a bar, and it's a reaction. Yeah, is there? I mean, I'm looking forward to the Iowa State game tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got what time is that one?
8:50.
8:50. You got Duke on at 6:10. You got Iowa State, Ohio State at 8:50. North Carolina. Like, if you want to watch some of your one seeds, like beat some teams by 30 points, go ahead and check in. But your good games are going to be UCF, VCU, Ohio State, Iowa State, Liberty, Mississippi State's at 6:30. That'll be a good one too. That's
I got Liberty.
That's the prime upset. I have Liberty as well. That's it, man.
No, I mean it's instant reaction. How much more can you say that we're happy? It could have been. I mean, in the back of our minds, we're like,
The
oh.
rest of it, if you want some instant reaction, come hang out with us at Pints,
Yeah.
Harrington's Pub, 1117.
I'm going to be here
Catch
for
all
the
your
Wisconsin
NCAA
game.
action.
Yeah, I'm going to be here for the Wisconsin game for a while. So
Maybe
yeah.
you can still get your draft beer for the thing.
No,
that I,
no, you
oh,
can't.
Oh, sorry.
No, Tiffany,
Okay.
you should have shared it when it came out the
You
first
and I are
time.
going to go. We're going to go up to the bar here after this. We're going to ask what the specials are.
Okay.
We're going to be financial fit.
It's
Yeah.
$2 Bud Light drafts.
The free
All
draft
right.
beer.
The
Oh,
financial shot. The financial.
You gotta
special-
watch those things. You
We're
should
going to be
have a punch
we're going to be
card.
financially responsible today.
There you go.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Great game. Go Hawks. Can't wait. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. We're back in the studio. It's going to be crazier. I think. Marvin,
Yes.
the producer. Wednesday is. Let's go back. Tuesday is Top 5 Tuesday.
Yep.
Wednesday is. You know what you should do Wednesday. Thursday is the quad, right?
Yep.
I'm thinking about maybe. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Pet peeve Monday.
What is
Just
it?
Pet peeve Monday.
Okay.
Just come in hot about anything. Even if it's dull pencils. Pet peeve Monday. Do a segment about what your pet peeve
Me
is.
and you?
No, all of us in the studio.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Is there enough time for all of us?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
like
We
a
can
couple
do a
things.
15-minute segment. I'm just thinking about a pet peeve Monday.
Have a
You're,
timer.
you're opening Pandora's box.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
The pet
Just
peeve
do the
Monday
timer
could
and
be
it
the
beeps.
you know what
Bad.
to do Wednesday.
Oh, and I got one more thing on Twitter.
We've always joked about
Yeah.
a few things,
Yeah.
like what you should do Wednesdays.
I love,
and,
you know, what you should do Wednesday,
That's very close to pet peeve
Yeah.
Mondays.
I got a new one on Twitter that I'm going to start on Monday as well. A new one on Twitter.
All right.
All right?
I'm
so,
in.
Hey.
All right,
Hawks.
you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Enjoy your fantasy baseball drafts. I'm sure I will. Go Hawks. Have a
Thanks,
great day.
Tiffany. Thanks, Marvin.
Yeah,
Hey,
no
thanks for
problem.
having
Love
us.
you guys. You guys are the best.
See you soon.
Sorry, Jay.
Sorry for what?
I hope I didn't